Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Penny's Reading Nook. Now, we're getting close to the Thanksgiving holiday, right? Right. Well, that got my wheels turning, and I thought, you know what? I want to read a Thanksgiving book. So, I went through my collection of books that I have at Building Blocks, and I think I found a pretty good one. And I think you're gonna maybe like the activity that goes along with it. So, enough about that. Let's dive into the book. You ready? Okay. The name of our book is called The Night Before Thanksgiving. It was written by Natasha Wing and it is illustrated by Tammy Lyon. So, written by means she's the author, she wrote the words of the story, and an illustrated by the illustrator, that means that's the person who drew the pictures of the book. Okay, you ready? It looks like that's some fun things going on there, huh? Kids cooking in the kitchen, helping their mom. It's a lot of fun. All right, the night before Thanksgiving. Oh, look, little turkey legs maybe they're doing the turkey trot, you think? Maybe. All right, let's get started. 'Twas the night before Thanksgiving, and all through the nation, families got ready for the big celebration. At our house, my mom baked 3 kinds of pies: pecan and pumpkin and apple surprise. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? That night we were nestled all snug in our beds, while visions of turkey legs danced in our heads. See, told you they were doing the turkey trot. The very next morning, Thanksgiving, yippee! We got up and watched the parade on TV. That's probably one of my favorite Thanksgiving traditions is to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Relatives arrived from near and far, by taxi and airplane, by train and by car. My brother came up the basement stairs, lugging the kids' table and folding chairs. We counted and polished our best silverware, then set the 2 tables with patience and care. Uh-oh, do you see a little cat? I think he might be wanting a little snack. What do you think? Being ornery, right? The turkey went in, and as more cousins came, I laughed and I shouted, and I called them by name. Hi, Danny. Hi, Donnie. Hi, Paula and Vicky. Hi, Casey. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Brenda and Ricky. Come in from the porch. Step into the hall. Now come and play. Come and play. Come and play all. So up to my room, my cousins they flew. We played with my toys and computer games too. We made pilgrim hats and funny shoe buckles, then put on a skit for aunts and uncles. That means a play. All were assembled except Uncle Norm, who called us to say he was stuck in a storm. Meanwhile, my mother was getting out yams, cranberry jelly, and honey-baked hams. When Mom wasn't looking, we stuck olives on fingers, said they were puppets and grand opera singers. Oh, look at that. That was funny. While dinner was cooking, we played dodgeball outside. Our tummies were growling. Can we eat yet? We cried. The timer then sounded. The turkey was cooked. Mom opened the oven. She sniffed and she looked. When what to our watering mouths should appear but a marvelous bird, which caused us to cheer. Its skin, oh so golden, the drumsticks, oh, so juicy. The stuffing was fluffy, thanks to my Aunt Lucy. Dad slid out the bird. It weighed 30 pounds. He turned, then he tripped over one of our hounds. Oh no, there's the turkey. I wonder what's going to happen. Oh no. Up in the air the turkey did fly, over the string beans and straight for a pie. My brother and I made such a clatter as we leapt and caught the bird on a platter. Whew, that was a good save there, huh? All right, said Grandpa, get on with the carving. Can't you see that these people are starving? Dad spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. He sliced up the turkey, then turned with a jerk. In front of our house, we heard beeps of a horn. A truck delivered none other than Norm. With a wink of his eye and a twist of his head. Ha ha, the party can start. I made it, Norm said. We all took our places. The food smelled oh so great. We started to dig in, but Dad said to wait. We're thankful that everyone is together this year in our home and our hearts where we hold you so dear. We ate and we ate, yet last but not least. Oh, look at there. This puppy's getting a little treat there. The very next day was a leftovers feast. Oh, there's nothing like a cold turkey sandwich the next day. Delicious. All right, so that was The Night Before Thanksgiving. Such a good book and such a fun time at Thanksgiving, right? Being with your families. Well, in my basket, I have, well, let's just say, I have something that's going to help out your Thanksgiving dinner. And it is something very, very easy that everyone at home, boys and girls, that you can help your family prepare to get ready for the Thanksgiving dinner. So, you ready to see what's inside my basket? Oh, you're not? Oh, well, okay. Well, then I'll just take my basket and I'll go on. Okay, I'll see you later, right? Wait, what? Did I hear someone out there say, no, come back, come back. We want to see what's inside your basket. Was that right? That's what I thought. I was just tricking you. I wouldn't leave. I want you to see what's inside my basket. So, let's get started. You ready? Inside my basket, I have a 15-ounce can of canned pumpkin. Now, when you go to the stores with your family, you'll see that they have a can that says pumpkin pie mix, and then you'll see that there's a can of just plain pumpkin. And that's what we want, just a can of plain pumpkin, okay? So we need that for our dessert that we're going to make. Oh, I might have let it out of the bag. You're right, we're making a dessert. Okay, so we've got our pumpkin. Then we need a box of vanilla pudding, your instant vanilla pudding, not the kind that you have to cook, but instant vanilla pudding. Check, got that. Okay, and then we need a container of whipped topping, or you can make your own whipped topping using heavy whipping cream. Container of whipped topping. Okay, got it. Pumpkin, vanilla pudding, whipped topping, and a pie crust, a graham cracker pie crust. Okay, very simple. 4 things. Canned pumpkin, instant vanilla pudding, a container of whipped topping or heavy whipping cream, and you can mix that up with your family, and a graham cracker crust. Now, this dessert can also be made sugar-free by using the sugar-free version of the whipped topping and by using the sugar-free instant vanilla pudding, okay? Now, so, what do you think we're going to make? A can of pumpkin, vanilla pudding, whipped topping, and a graham cracker crust. What do you think we're going to make? Close. It's kind of a pumpkin pie, but I call it my easy, no-bake pumpkin pie. You don't have to tie up the oven baking it, so you can keep that oven for the turkey, right? Okay, let's get started with our easy no-bake pumpkin pie. So you're going to need a few more things. You're also going to need a bowl to mix it in. I've got my napkin, and you also are going to need like a spatula or a spoon, something for stirring, okay? Well, now, ahead of time, I took my can of pumpkin and I opened it up, and I went ahead and I put my pumpkin in my bowl. So in a mixing bowl, you're going to take your can of pumpkin, just plain pumpkin, remember that, not the pumpkin pie mix, just plain canned pumpkin, okay? Then I'm going to take my little packet of vanilla pudding, all right, and I'm going to sprinkle that over top of my canned pumpkin. Sprinkle that, okay? Now, once you have those two things in there, I want you to stir it up just a little bit. So that's where the spoon's going to come into play. And then we're going to mix it up, okay? And you want to mix it up till you get it all combined. Ooh, I'm having a hard time speaking today. So that's basically, you're stirring in the powdered vanilla. You don't want to see it. And we'll move over here to the other camera real quick so you can see that, okay? I just stirred in, I dumped my box of vanilla pudding, and we're going to stir it in and mix it up, okay? Now comes the next part. We're going to take our container of our whipped topping. We've taken it out of the freezer and we've let it melt. Now we're going to dump in that whole container of whipped topping. And again, like I said, this can easily be made a sugar-free dessert by using the sugar-free vanilla pudding and the sugar-free whipped topping. Okay, got that mixed in. Good job. Now we're going to stir that up and mix that up. Let me come around here where we can see in the camera. And I'm left-handed, so I need to move around a little bit so I can see what I'm doing and get it mixed in. And this is something that, boys and girls, you can do this to help your moms at home. We're just stirring pumpkin. Do you see the pretty colors? It's almost kind of like a tie-dye dessert, isn't it? It is. Now, something else that you can do with this, if you do not want to make it into a pumpkin pie, it can be put in a pretty serving bowl, and it could be used as a dip. You could dip graham crackers or the little Scooby snacks or vanilla wafers. You could certainly use it as a dip if you did not want to use it as a pie. Oh, we're stirring and mixing, stirring and mixing. We should come up with a song for the stirring and mixing part, shouldn't we? We have a song that we've been working on at Building Blocks called Hello, Mr. Turkey. But I'm not going to sing. I'm not ready for I don't have my singing voice this morning. All right, so I think we've got our pumpkin pretty much all mixed up. Okay. Good job. Now we need our graham cracker crust. So then we just get our graham cracker crust. We're going to take the lid off of our graham cracker crust. That looks good right there, doesn't it? Just plain old graham crackers. I love graham crackers. Okay, and then we're going to, now this part we might need some help from a grown-up. And you can do it. They can hold the bowl for you while you help scoop the pumpkin into the pie crust. Doesn't that look yummy? That'd make a good breakfast, wouldn't it? No. We'd kind of be like the cat and the dog in the story, trying to get a little treat before dinner time. No, you want to wait and save it. All right, so once we get all of that in there, then we want to take it and we want to smooth it out. Oh, there's some Cool Whip. It didn't get mixed in there very well, but that's all right. Kind of makes it a tie-dyed pumpkin pie, doesn't it? It does. I needed my little spatula to help smooth that out and make it all pretty. Okay, guess what? Dum-da-da-dum! That's it. That is a no-bake pumpkin pie that didn't take up the oven. What was that? Did I hear someone say? Of course I'm going to try a bite. Do you think I'd let that no-bake pumpkin pie go just like that? No, I wouldn't leave you guys like that. I'll let you know. But I am not going to cut that and serve myself a piece of pie. I brought me a graham cracker. I have a goldfish graham crackers. Did you guys know they make goldfish graham crackers? I didn't. And oh my, they are delicious. Look at this. It's a giant graham cracker shaped like a fish. Yum. So I'm going to move my pie out of the way so it could still be used for dessert with dinner. Because, I mean, look at that. Who would let that spoon go to waste? Would you let that spoon go to waste at your house? I would not let it go to waste at my house. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to take a little dip right there. All right, now you want to switch over and watch me take a bite? Okay, now, let me tell you this. You're not supposed to talk with your mouth full. That's bad manners. That's something we do not do. We're working on learning being polite and using our good manners, right? Right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say bye, and then I'm going to take a bite, and if I like it, I'll give you a thumbs up. If I'm kind of like, it's okay, I'd kind of give it a thumbs in the middle. And if it's something that I just really don't care for, I'll give it a thumbs down, because in my class, if there's something that we're having that we don't like, we don't say, ugh, niff, ugh, I don't like that. Because that's not, number one, what was that? You're right, we weren't using our good manners, were we? We were not being polite. If we say something like that at the table, someone's going to be like, oh man, Penny just said, yuck, that was disgusting. She didn't like that. So I'm not even going to try it. Nope, not going to do it. No, we shouldn't do that. We should take a small bite of it and say, after you swallow it, say, oh, no thank you. I didn't care for that. You still try to bite because your tastes change constantly. Even as adults, our tastes change. So you should always try a bite. But if it's something you didn't care for, instead of being nasty and rude about it, just say, no thank you, I didn't care for that. So then Justin would be like, well, Penny said she didn't care for that, but you know what? I'm going to try and I'm going to decide for myself. And then Justin could try it and he'd be like, you know what? That was delicious. I don't know what Penny was thinking about. So see, we want to always be polite. So, you're just chomping at the bit. You're ready for me to try it, right? I know you are. So I hope you have a great Thanksgiving at your house. I hope you try this recipe. Super easy, and you would have dessert that you helped make for your entire family. I mean, what fun would that be? It would be awesome, wouldn't it? So happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Delicious.